Thanks for being here. Yeah, today I want to talk about what do you do when you don't know what to do? What do you do when your whole life falls apart? What do you do when everything seems just chaotic? Well, I can tell you the best thing to do, but probably some of you out there won't believe me, is to simply just trust God, you know. And I want to tell you a secret. If you fully trust God with all of your heart, you will remain at peace. There's something strange about trusting God. God get will God gives you the peace that surpasses all understanding, even through the most chaotic storms of life. And I'm sharing that out of my own personal experience. I'm sharing that out of out of experience. I've experienced it. I know it. I know it to be true. Um, as long as you trust God, you will remain at peace through the hardest storms of life. And that just sounds so simple, and it's easier said than done. I know. But when all you have left is God Himself, it becomes easier than you think. A lot of times we get overwhelmed by the noise of the world telling us, you know, the world telling us we should be this way or that way. The world telling us through, you know, the people, the people of the world telling us that we should, but they think, if you live a certain way, then you should do this and that, and maybe that would be the best thing for you. But really, only person that really is going to know what's best is you. And if you're not happy with, the way your life is going, only you have the power to change how your life is going. Um, Life isn't exactly all too easy for me. I struggle. I have I'm a cook. I'm a chef. That's what I do. That's my thing. It's one of my things. I used to want to be a chef. I'm a short order cook, and I like what I do. And but finding your niche. I think it's niche. I guess I'm saying that right. Finding your niche in life is important, but to also do what you love to do is also important, because if you do what you love to do, then when work will never feel like work, and you're getting paid to do something you love to do. That's the key. Um, Really, I'm thinking in my head, like, what other jobs would I love to do? I mean, I don't know anymore. The older I get, it seems to be the less I have things figured out. I feel like the older I get, um, that's it. The less I understand things. I don't. When I was younger, I used to know everything. Believe me, I could sit here. If I in my younger years, I had YouTube, I would have so much opinionated opinions to throw out there and to yak about. But really, in reality, it really doesn't. It's just a waste of breath. And I try to be picky and choosy about the topics I talk about. And when I do a video, I want it to mean something. I want it to help someone else. Even if I just help one other person out there, through my own struggles, I feel like I've accomplished something by helping someone else. If I can share a little nugget of wisdom with someone and it actually helps them, then I feel better. Because I get it. I'm not for everybody. And that's okay. That's okay with me. But I like these live videos though, because I can actually get some interaction with other people out there. I want other people to leave comments and ask me questions and say, "Hey, what's up?" Da 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 da. Hey, how you doing? Thanks all of you out there for showing up. Thank you for being here. And Mango, what's up? What's up? Central Asia, what is up? Wow, that is cool. Thank you for being here. That is awesome. Thank you. People are showing up. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Listen, life isn't easy by no means for anybody. Every day we are fighting a battle. And it sometimes gets overwhelming, and from work and family and this and that, and and then what you just sometimes just think there's got to be a better way, right, than constantly struggling. I mean, even if you're making good money these days, people are struggling with making good money. And I, I just I think, don't get me wrong. I mean, I love America. I love this country. I love my people and my people out there. But you can't be weighed down by other people's opinions, other people's expectations. And let me see. Dad. Dad. Well, I don't know if you're one of my children or not, but I got someone calling me dad on here. That's amusing to me right now. Hey, how you doing? At least I don't think I have any extra kids that I don't know about. But if you are, I'm doing just fine, thank you. Life is good. I really don't have anything to complain about. I'm not upset. Life be lifing. That's just life. You have your struggle. But everything's good in all reality. I mean, I have recovered from my, I'm just answering this question here real quick, but I, recovered from my catastrophic mishap in Arizona. And I'm good again. I've recovered from that with help of some really good people. And I will always be grateful for those people, godly people looking out for me. And if there's a way I can ever repay that kindness, I fully intend on doing so somehow or other. But otherwise, yeah, I'm doing great. Things are fine. I mean, actually, things are even better than before. I mean, I needed a vehicle like this right here. This vehicle is exactly what I needed to do what I want to do, what I love to do. And I love to explore. I love to go deep into the woods where, you need a 4-wheel drive to get to where they're really cool spots, And this thing is a 4-wheel drive. I got all this space in the back. I'm not overloaded with stuff, But yeah, that's it. I mean, doing better than before. The Lincoln, there was things that kind of bothered me about the Lincoln I had. I mean, it sat too low to the ground. I bottomed out on stuff, At one point, when I was driving through Houston in Texas, I was going on an off ramp to get to a hotel, and man, I hit a dip in the road so hard that I bottomed out, and I thought I broke something. I felt bad for the car. I was like, ooh, that sounds expensive. But am I homeless? Let's see. Oh, that's quite. I didn't see that question. Am I homeless? Technically, in all reality, in technical terms, yes, I am homeless. No, I'm not homeless. I live within myself. A residence is just a place I rest my vessel from time to time. Technically, this is uh, where I live right here. You get what I mean? And it really, I want to elaborate on this whole homeless thing. And it's a double-edged sword with the whole "are you homeless" question. Cops will ask someone that they may prejudge and think they're homeless. They'll ask that, "Are you homeless?" Because why? It's legal ease. It's the same reason why they'll ask someone, "Do you understand the charges I read to you?" It doesn't mean the same thing how we mean it when we have normal conversation, right? It means, do you stand under? It's basically Latin. It's backwards. Man, do you stand under the charges I just read to you? So basically, if you say, no, I do not understand the, charges you read against me, they can't charge you for those charges. But technically, in America's terminology, yes, I am homeless. I am homeless, yes. And I'm okay with that. A lot of people have a problem with that. I mean, they feel unsecure. They don't feel safe unless they have their four walls and a kitchen and all of this and that. I'm a real simple person. I don't need all that. I mean, it's a blessing just to have this SUV, really, it really is. It's a blessing. This is really all I need. I don't even need this much. Only really, I'm happy with a backpack, a walking stick, a tent, and my dog. I'd be completely content. Change of clothes. I don't need much to make me happy. I don't need the next new thing to make me happy. I don't need a residence to make me happy. I just don't. You know what makes me happy? And people overuse this. I think it's an overrated word, the word happy, to be happy. But I'm happy being in the woods as much as possible. I'm happy being adventurous. I'm happy living life on my own terms, and not having to answer to anyone at all. See, I want to explain something to you. Happiness is happenstance, right? Meaning whatever is happening to you in return is making you happy. Okay? Now, joy is an entirely different thing. Joy comes from the Lord. And I have joy. I am happy. I'm not stressed out about anything. As far as happiness, yeah, I am happy with my situation. I'm happy that things have worked out. I'm happy that I have recovered from my catastrophic failure in Arizona. It's taken me, almost a year to recover, just because things didn't exactly work out the way I thought they were going to work out. But that's just the way life is. You can't do anything about that. You just got to roll with the punches. And that's it. And you can't let those punches knock you out. You just got to get back up and keep on trucking right through the punches. And at the end of the day, only you can defeat yourself. Only you can let yourself be defeated. You can't be defeated by somebody else. I mean, they can try. I don't know. You know, a lot of times I come on here and I rant and stuff. But, you know, I get these thoughts stuck in my head and I get these ideas, and sometimes they're crazy. I think they're crazy sometimes, but I don't know where they come from. I just like get this idea, and I'm not satisfied until I do this thing. Like, it's stuck in my head, and that's it. I'm going to do this thing until I do it. Now I'm in a situation I can fully live my life on my terms, and that's exactly what I'm planning on doing. And I don't care about if it, you know, makes anybody else happy. That's not the point. I'm not trying to please other people. I'm going to tell you something else. People pleasing will rot your soul. I mean, it is not a good thing to be a people pleaser. Are you? If you're a people pleaser, you might want to kind of try not to be one. I'm just saying. I mean, it's good to make, you know, do kind things for people and such, and help other people and love other people. That's, you know, don't get me mixed up with what I'm saying here. But to be a people pleaser will ruin you. You want to do what makes you feel alive. That's it. And I'm sorry, but just punching a clock day in and day out is not going to make anybody feel alive. Well, what are you going to do for money? I'm an artist. I'm a musician. What can't I do for money? I can create my own reality because I'm a creative person. You know, that's what I do. I just think of things and create things and build stuff. You know, it's just who I am. It's what I do. If I want some extra money, I can go play music, you know, on a corner. And believe it or not, you can actually make good money doing that. I've done it. And I will do it again, and I still plan on doing that. Playing music is a good way to make money. And you love to do it. If you love to play music, why not get paid for it, right? It's just makes sense. Go to the park when they're having like a flea market or something, and just sit down and start jamming. Put a hat out. People will throw you dollar bills. Sometimes they'll throw you $10 or $20. People got money out there. I don't care about money. So what are you going to do for money? I don't care about money. Money is just simply a tool to use to get, you know, in position to do the things I want to do that makes me feel alive, because I want adventure. I want to explore. I want to, you know, hey, what's up? Thank you for being here. Sanur. I don't know how you exactly say your name, but Sanur. I'm joking. All right, it's all good fun here. These cigarettes, man. I'll tell you what. They make cigarettes, safety cigarettes now. They go out every so often. You got to keep relighting the stinking things. I guess too many people were burning their houses down, falling asleep with cigarettes in their mouth or whatever, in their hand, and what not. But you know, everything's so far so good. I do feel a bit bad about my mom's. I mean, she's in a nursing home, and I know with every part of her being, she did not want to be in a nursing home, and I did everything humanly possible to keep that woman out of a nursing home because that was her wishes, and I feel like I failed. I feel like I'm the one that had to put her in the nursing home. And then to go visit her in the nursing home and for her to say, you know, I want to come home and I can't take her home. Hey, what's up? What's up? Man, I see some weird stuff popping up on the screen though. You guys, whoever you guys joining in, leave comments. Give me a shout out. Let me know you're here. Let me know you're watching. Don't forget, give me a thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe. Help a starving artist slash musician. Blah, blah, blah. Help support your local artists and musicians. And I am one of those guys, so please, the least you could do is hit the subscribe button. I mean, I'm not asking for money here. I'm just asking for a little support by just clicking that subscribe button. Thank you, thank you. But I'm just saying, you know, don't stress yourself out. Like, I say be a minimalist. You should try to, if you want a better life, don't overcomplicate your life with more stuff, right? You want to knock down your bills to as minimum as possible, knock down anything that holds you down as minimum as possible, to bare bones. That's the thing, people, you know what happens when people make more money? Say they get a raise and they make more money, you know what happens? They end up spending more money for more stuff. But why not think things out? You know, you could totally transform your entire life if you're not happy with it. You could, instead of punching a clock, you could perhaps, you know, do eBay stuff and be, you know, do the internet thing and make money. Personally, I don't think I'm ever going to make money on YouTube. Personally, I don't think I'm good enough. I'm going to tell you, YouTube is extremely difficult. Being a musician, I'm okay with performing music in front of people. But for me to be here, sitting here talking with you out there, trying to think of content and to stay on the ball is not easy. And to keep people watching, you know, on a regular basis, people who like what you say, you know, here's the battle. You're having to kind of people please. It's people pleasing in a sense, being on YouTube. And I personally don't like people pleasing at all whatsoever. And here I am trying to appeal to the masses with my content. Okay, and it's not easy, and you would think it would be easy being an artist and a musician, to be creative as I am. It's not easy at all to be speaking in front of others. I can play music in front of others because I don't have to speak or give a speech or to talk about certain topics, you know, that matter. I'm talking about life topics and deep conversation. And that's what I want. I want deep conversation. And I think that's one thing that's kind of missing in this world. We're too tied up into 10-second short video clips, and, you know, because our attention spans have shrunken down to so small that we just, if it doesn't capture our attention, we just cut it off. I'll tell you what, these millennials and Gen Z, I'm sorry, you guys would not make it in the 90s. At all. You guys would have died in the 90s because y'all are, I don't know what's up with this new generation, but I mean, sorry, but it just seems like y'all are a little whack these days. Kind of not thinking or something like. And I guess from what I'm hearing, like the millennials and Gen Zs, at least you guys have figured out and can see the writing on the wall for what it is, that this is all just a bunch of baloney. the whole monopoly, keeping up with the Joneses thing. You know what I say? Who cares about the Joneses? Who cares what the Joneses have? I'm not going to keep up with the Joneses. I don't care what the Joneses have. And really what that comes down to is envy. And you're not supposed to envy anyone else for what they have or their stuff. And that's the exact thing. Keeping up with the Joneses is basically breaking one of the 10 commandments, I'm pretty sure, of envy. Do not covet your neighbor's stuff or something like that. It's along those lines. You know, I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I'm going on 49, and I still don't know what I want to do with my life. What does that mean? Does that make me a loser? Or, you know, I mean, I kind of have an idea what I would like to do, but nothing's set in stone. You know, life changes. You could have things planned out, and those plans not work out whatsoever. Why? Probably because it is not God's will for that thing to work out for you, regardless of your plans. And what happens then? Your expectations are crushed. And then what happens? You are extremely upset because your expectations are crushed. And we all kind of want people to think that we're doing good in life and this and that. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. I'm going to straight up, hey, there's nothing that has been easy in my life at all. And the one thing I know very well is failure. I know how to fail. I will fail and fail and fail. But you know what? At least I try and try and try. And just because I keep failing, I don't let it stop me. I get back up and I'll try again. I'll try something different. I'll try a whole new idea. I'll keep trying. But if it's not meant to be, it's just not meant to be. But again, I want my channel to help other people. I would like, you know, really, this channel isn't so much for women because I can't relate to women as far as because I'm not a woman. You know, this channel is really more for younger men and older men, and to possibly help those men from my personal failures and my own document. This channel is a documentary of my life and how I overcome the catastrophes of the storms of my life and everyday life that we all seem to face, and blase. And if I can at least help some men out there, because I can relate to other men. Now, if you're a woman out there and you're watching my channel, I'm glad you're here. Thanks for being here, and I welcome you here. And please, you more than everybody's welcome here. I just can't relate on a woman's level because simply I'm not a woman. And that's all I mean. I don't mean to sound derogatory. I don't mean to sound a certain way about talking like that. But, you know, I'm having to clarify that because women or people take things the wrong way. And oh, you listen what he said. He's just a misogynist. He's just a misogynist. He don't care. He don't like women. Well, you know what? You're a feminist. How about that? You don't call me a misogynist. You're a feminist. How about that? And you're saying I'm a misogynist like it's a bad thing? You people sit there and call people a misogynist or call men misogynists is kind of like blows my mind. I mean, don't women like men to be masculine? Isn't that the whole point of women liking men, is because they want them to be masculine and manly? Now, when men use the whole feminist term, feminism is not being feminine. Just because it sounds like it is by the word feminism doesn't mean they're being feminine. It's a anti-feminine is really what it is. I don't know. Maybe I have it all wrong. But maybe I don't. Maybe I see things exactly for what they are, you know? And that's the way I try to see things exactly for what they are, and I will call it for what it is. I don't care if you like it or not. You got a problem? Well, that's tough, because that's on you, you know? All I am is the messenger. You know, I'm the messenger. What are you going to do? Shoot the messenger? That's not how things work. We should have open dialogue. Open dialogue and clear communication. Kind of drawing a blank all of a sudden. So, let's see. No, do I? What? No, I do not have a lady friend, okay? Do I have a lady? No, I don't. I'm not with anybody. I don't have a lady friend. I don't want to be with anybody. You know what it should be called relationships. Excuse the swear word there, but that's about how I feel about them. No, I don't want to be in a relationship. Why would I? It's just when you get into a relationship with someone, you end up dividing yourself. And what I mean by that is, like, you're no longer having to just worry about yourself now. You have to worry about the other person you're with now. That is dividing yourself in half. And I'm not going to divide myself. I'm already complete, right? I don't need to be more complete than I already am. I'm content with being absolutely alone and not having a woman causing me a big stinking headache every day. Or, you know, why are you 10 minutes late coming home? And or you didn't do this right. No. Or just dumb arguments, if it's that, or just silly stuff, really. And women test you like that. Women will try you like that. And you ladies out there, don't act like you don't do that, because you do that on deliberately testing men. Men, I'm gonna tell you something. Men have given up. Men are going their own way. They're done with relationships. Men are, for the most part, done dating. I'm not the only one. It's just not this. The juice ain't worth the squeeze, if you feel me. And it really isn't. What? The juice ain't worth the squeeze. And it. Why give myself a bigger headache? I mean, life is already difficult enough as it is. Why be with a woman that's going to complicate my life even more? It just, it's just not logical in my mind. I don't want what other people want. I'm kind of different in that area. Now, if you're, I've tried it out. I guess it wasn't for me. In fact, I think my ex pretty well taught me my lesson. What can you do? You live and learn, and you move forward. And no, I don't want to be with anyone. I mean, if I get with someone, they're going to have to be really special. They're going to have to be a certain special individual, and in many different areas. I don't want a typical woman. I don't want. I definitely don't want any modern women. These modern women are nuts. I just don't know. I'm not saying it's not a possibility to potentially find someone I would like to be hanging out with and, being with. I just don't see it happening. I just don't see me finding that person like ever. And I'm okay with that. I know it's going to sound weird, but my dog gives me all the companionship I need. And well, him and God, I don't the more I think about it, it just doesn't seem like it's for me. And I love women. I just don't think I have the mental fortitude to deal with them in a relationship type thing, ever again. Like I said, the woman would have to be pretty special for me to be with. And I will know if this person is the right person if I come across this person. Because this female that I'm thinking of in my mind is going to stand out from the other women I've encountered and dealt with in my life. She's not going to be your typical, Jane Doe on the street. She's going to be a unique woman mentally. I'm not, yeah, of course, looks do matter. I would like her to be attractive, of course. But it's more than just physical attraction for me. I would like to actually have my woman to be mentally able to relate and understand me, and likewise me understand her, without there being any type of games being played or anything like that. I don't do the whole game thing. But unfortunately, that's what the whole dating thing is. If you want to date someone, you just simply have to play the game. And I don't want any more kids. And really, if you date someone, the whole point of dating is to potentially marry that person. Not just to hook up and to just have sex. There's more to life than, hooking up and having sex. I want a bond, a heart-to-heart bond, and a mental bond. I want my wife, not wife. Oh my Lord, no. I want my maybe potential future woman to be able to maybe even look at me in a situation, say something happens, and then she can look at me and instantly know what I'm about to do. Be on that level. Oh no, he's about to knock this dude out. You darn right I'm about to knock this dude out. That's what I'm talking about. She knows what's going to happen if, say, XYZ happens. Somebody's going to, she already knows what's about to happen. That's the kind of thing I'm talking about here. Something with substance. And I want something with substance. I want something with some meat and taters to it. Not just some phony thing that's built around money and stress and drama and whatever. Made up expectations in your mind. Because at the end of the day, people are just people. People are going to be people. And we are all messed up. Men and women. We are all messed up. There's not one of us that's better than the other. You know, I don't think men are better than women. I don't think women are better than men. But I do believe that men built this entire civilization because of women and for women. And I do think that women control the world, not men. Men may be running the show, but they don't control it. Because behind closed doors, guess who's really controlling the world? It's a woman controlling the world, not a man. You think Trump is up there doing all the... I guarantee you, if Trump makes the wrong choice or does the wrong thing, you think he's not hearing about it from his wife? I guarantee you, if she don't like what he says or what direction he's going in, he's going to be hearing it from his wife. And I guarantee you, he does not want to hear anything from his wife like that. He wants to make her feel good. He wants to, you know, not that. Oh, dude, who are you? Oh, that is hilarious, bro. Oh, Dan, you freaking Dan, you got jokes today, huh? No, I'm his sexier older brother. You know, Bret Michaels. Who am I, Bret Michaels? You were so bad, Dan. You're fired. That's it, Dan. One more strike and you're out of there, buddy. I'm just gonna block you. No more comments. No, I'm joking, dude. I ain't gonna block you. I love you too much. You can say whatever you want. That's fine. That's hilarious. That's a funny comment. Boy, I wish I was Bret Michaels. He's a millionaire, probably. I could sure use a few bucks of Bret Michaels money. Jeez. How you doing today? How you doing today, Mr. Dan? Oh, thanks for the laugh, by the way. Yeah. Well, thanks for joining my live stream late there, Dano. I did have a good bit of people jump in, but they all disappeared on me. I guess I was boring them to death. So they died, I guess, and dropped their phone because I lost all the people watching all at once. I had like 30 or 40 people at one point in time here in this live stream. But it doesn't matter because I'm going to post this live stream up anyway, and people are still going to watch the video as a thing, so they get to watch this whole thing anyway. And when you do, and if you made it this far, once again, please support your local artist and musician. Hit that like and subscribe, please. Now that's not too nice, Dan. Am I boring you to death? See, that's what I'm talking about, man. People get so bored so quick. I'm sorry, Dan. This isn't a 10-second, video clip to get your little dopamine hit. I mean, what I talk about isn't generally for everyone, but it's what I want to talk about, and that's we have such short attention spans. That's part of our problem, and I think a lot of that has been caused with our cell phones and our technology. For real. I mean, this is not exciting enough. There's not enough flashy lights and explosions going on. Blah, 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 blah. Give me more explosion. That's why movies are over the top these days with bigger explosions and this and that and the other thing, because people's attention spans have shrunk down so small we can barely pay attention for longer than 10 seconds. And it's sad. Maybe if y'all sit here and persevere through my videos and try to grasp, what I'm saying and stuff, then you'd understand what I'm trying to get out there. I have messages. I have messages to get out. I have messages that I think will help other people. So how about this, Dan? You try it out and you tell me what you think. See how easy it is, because it's not easy sitting here trying to ramble on when you only got one viewer, and it's my boy Dan right now. But I love you to death, though. Thank you. I just don't even know what to say now. Kind of lost. You threw me for a loop there, Dan. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. By the way, I'm going to Apalachicola National Forest tomorrow. More than likely, chances are really good. So, there's going to be more video of that coming up. I think I'm going to eventually get to the point where, I'm going to make a members only section, and I think my members only section is going to be my long videos, straight cut video, straight edited video, not my live streams. They won't put my live streams out there for everybody, my short videos out there for everyone, and then make it members only for my main video content. And I'm not sure exactly how to do that. You just talk politics. I could do that. I know a lot about politics. I know a lot about the left and the right and how it all goes. But you know what? Why I gave up on politics years ago is simply because all it ended up doing at the end of the day is stress me out, because a politician's job isn't to make things better. The politician's job is to create more laws. They don't go in office to dismantle laws. They go into office to create even more law. And when a politician creates more laws, what do you think happens? When they create more laws, what happens? Come on, Dan. When a politician, whoever that may be, I'm not picking on one particular person, I'm just talking in general. When they get into office, and that's what they do, that's why they're hired to be a politician, is to create law. What happens? I'll give you a minute. That's right, Dano. You got it, brother. That is exactly what happens. You lose your freedom piece by piece by piece until you have no freedom left. And then, the average American these days, it breaks the law 3 times a day and don't even know it. That's how many laws we got. That the average Joe, law-abiding citizen, is breaking the law at least 3 times a day, every day. And tell me, how did we get to this point? How did we allow this to happen? Oh, it's just the way it is. It's just the way things are. Suck it up. Pull yourself up from your bootstraps. Come on, man. All right, boomer. I'm going to start calling you boomers out there if you're talking like that. I mean, that's the old days. You could pull yourself up by the bootstraps. My bootstraps are broken, sir. I can't afford the modern day bootstraps. They're just too astronomically high. Help me. Help me, help me. Yeah. So I think I'm about to wind up this little live video. I said my piece today, because tomorrow I'm not going to be able to do a live video Friday. Well, I could if I really wanted to tomorrow, but I'm not going to do any live videos Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. Those are my days to chill, and that's exactly what I plan on doing. If you guys want to see my edited video content from this coming weekend, because I'm going to do video content, it's what I do, you're more than welcome to come and watch that. I hope you do. Again, thanks for being here, and peace.